Where are we going? We're going to Volcano Manor. That's where we're starting. Gotta do the Noble, we gotta do the Abductor Virgin Duo, and then we're gonna do some stuff in Altus, then go back to Radahn. Do you still have the list of weapons you already did? I do, yeah. Half the stream I'm doing new runs, and then half the stream I'm working on old runs of Elden Ring that I finished the DLC, or the base game with, and I'm just going down the list and doing the DLC. Done with 4 of those, and then I've done one other run with a new Elden Ring weapon. Time to die. That's not gonna kill me. Uh-oh. God, I hate it. I hate that attack. Backs up and then goes forward. Uh-oh, what are you doing? Can you just bring out the snakes? Thank you. Job for a lifetime? For real. Every Elden Ring weapon is going to be like 16, 17 hours, like normal ones. Anything that's like slower is going to be closer to 20. Like bows or actually bows could be longer. I don't know. It's a lot for sure. Plus all the other games. The request list? Yeah, there's like 170 requests right now. Something like that. They're a lot built up though, like while I was doing DLC and while I was doing the New Game Plus 7 runs. But it was already pretty big before that. But we actually might get to a point where the request list is not too big. I don't like to use the word too big, but like I still want to do YouTube runs. And like if everything gets requested, I'm going to have to like move some of the requests to YouTube only. Gonna save my points for now. DS2 later run was mean enough. That was a rough run. It wasn't too bad other than some of the DLC bosses, to be honest. Like some of Gang Squad was like an hour plus long fight. Alana, Double Cats, those were the roughest for sure. Stop rolling, thank you. Ah, it's early on that. Forgot how to fight this guy. Jeez. In the weapon list, there's some red and yellow entries. I think red means they're designated for YouTube. Uh-oh. Yellow means they are either being worked on, they're done. Like, yellow basically means I've started them at some capacity, and they haven't been completely uploaded to YouTube. So, like, some of those might already be done, but I'm just waiting to finish them off. Like, the editing, I mean. I'm gonna go 58. I think that's as high as I need to go there. And then I can't level now, so never mind. That's it. So once we get out of here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bosses, I think we'll do, and then we're gonna go to Radahn. Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude. The Albinoric. Or are these Albinorics? These guys with the dumplings on their heads? I think they are. Like feral Albinorics. It's not what they're called, but that's what they look like. I'm not entirely sure how far in we are right now. I know by the time we get to Magmor Makar, which will be at not too long, we'll be at 82 bosses. I don't know if you can do frost on these guys or not. Stop it. Oh, I had no stamina. Come on, man. No. I actually need to back off. Yeah, please just die. But I'm definitely looking forward to going back to the other games. You know, we've been doing a lot of Elden Ring for quite a while. Basically since like the middle of June. Actually, probably even before that, because I did the randomizer. So at least the beginning of June, I think. I did a DS1 run like right before I did the randomizer at the same time. I think I was finishing the DS1 run and doing the randomizer at the same time. And that was the last time I played anything other than Elden Ring for Souls games. So it'll be nice to go back to the other games eventually, but you know, it's still gonna take a couple months because I didn't realize the DLC was gonna be so big. Well, those New Game Plus to New Game 7 runs, like some of those runs took forever. The New Game 3 run was like 50 hours long. And it doesn't take 50 hours to do all the DLC, I just had a really bad build for New Game 3. But it helped me learn a lot, so I'm thankful for that. Like every other run after New Game 3 was like so much faster. The return to those other games will be in 2026. It might honestly be 2025 before we get back to like Dark Souls 2. The next run will be Dark Souls 2, like the next game. But I still think it might take 2 months to get through the rest of these. I have 3 other weapons aside from this one that I wanna, that are like guaranteed runs, and then there's a guaranteed DS2 run. But the runs now are gonna take like 2 weeks. Like Elden Ring runs with the DLC. They were already pretty long before. Obviously longer now. Plus going back and finishing all the old runs is going to take some time. Because there's like 40 of those. I think I have 40 to do, 40-ish. Probably a little more than 40 to do on stream, and then the rest will be for YouTube. Basically anything that was done on YouTube is going to just be for YouTube. And anything that was done on stream will be streamed. So, but there were 60 runs, I think, more or less, 60 runs that I had to, you know, continue DLC for. And a quarter of those for YouTube. So we're through like 4 of 45. Something like that. I don't know why I got off torrent. So that's another 200 hours, probably. Probably more than that. Like 200 minimum. Stop. Nice. Good hit. But yeah, Elden Ring was already going to dominate like playtime on this stream before DLC, and now it's even crazier. I was actually thinking about it, like what I could do is I just do like 2 hours of an Elden Ring weapon and then 2 hours of literally any other game for streams. Because honestly, Elden Ring will probably take longer than every other game combined. Just need a non-stop stream for like a month. I'd have to sleep. I think that would drive me insane though if I did that. I got the grace, right? Yeah. Let me see, I might want this talisman. Instead of the winged sword insignia. I mean, it's the winged sword insignia is not bad. Not amazing with great swords, but I don't know. You could keep it, I guess. Sword looks funny. Yeah, it's literally a lizard. That's the sword. It's a petrified lizard. And the cool thing is, when you do the R2, it shoots a projectile. Is this the right spot? Yeah, I think so. I just don't do a lot of R2s because I'm power stancing. You run a lizard tongue only. Lick all of Elden Ring to death. Yeah, so there's the... It's unfortunate. There's the Crucible aspect I don't even know what it would be called because it doesn't exist for us, but the one that the Black Knights in the DLC use where they stick their tongue out at you. I wish we got that as an incantation. Be so cool. Okay, I actually might die. Dude, the projectile missed somehow? Okay, I'm actually gonna die. Never mind. Almost died twice, though. It's a shame they gave us some of the cool Crucible incantations of the base game and added new cool ones to the DLC. Yeah. We did get some that they added to the DLC, though. How are we doing on stone sword keys? We got 7. Out of the way. I think we got most of the Crucible aspects there, right? Because, well, I don't think we got whatever Devonia has, but we got the Thorn one, and then we got the Wing one. Although it's a different Wing one than... Actually, is it a different Wing one than the one in the base game? We got the Spinning one. I can't remember now. That does so much damage. Well, really, it's he just doesn't have a lot of health. What am I looking for? I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I was looking at talismans. Once I get more endurance, I'll probably take the green turtle talisman off. Did I get the two-handed talisman on this run? I can't remember. I did. I got 12 flasks. Okay, I still need another 10 seeds. Jeez. Probably should hold these, huh? Int probably would be better. Well, honestly, they're pretty much the same. Hold these, though. Radahn's gonna give, like, lots. 100 and 200k, something like that. Some dogs. Just fell into a hole. Oh, come on. Okay, back to Caelid. Way over here. Is this... Okay, never mind. There's like 2 stones here. I thought there were more than that. I thought there were like 4. Might be a 3rd one. Or not. I guess there's just 2. This will be a quick fight. This guy's pretty much no health. Then Radahn, and then War Dead, then back to Liurnia. So the halfway point now, if we're just like this, if we're following this route, which is just kind of like the standard route, where I don't have to go out of the way early, the halfway point would be, I think, like the Sainted Hero's Grave? No, that's not right. Probably Landsax and the Black Knife Assassin. Depending on the route, I guess. Or, I don't know, there's some things I change around there, but... Because the Crucible Knight 2 is 100, then I would go Sage's Cave, which would be 101 and 102, and then Landsax is 103. And the Black Knife Assassin is 104. And that, between those two, I guess, is like your halfway point. There's 207 bosses. That didn't kill him well. Oh, come on. Now, where's it faster to go from? I'm gonna say here. Instead of this one. Caelid Catacombs is actually closer than the Cathedral Grace. Well, obviously, because it's down here, but I mean, like, I thought it was, like, over here somewhere. Guess not. It's even more east, which is good. So I think it makes sense to do the DLC, like, near the end, right? It's just, I don't know where I want to put it. I don't know if I want to put it before the final 3 bosses, or if I want to put it before Malekith. Because Malekith takes you to the Ashen Capital, and then there's, you know, you have the 2 sewer bosses, and then the final 3, but it's so much easier to warp to, like, go to fight Gideon after doing the sewer bosses than the DLC, because you just, it's less menuing. Or something, I don't know. But I feel like it makes more sense to do the DLC right before you're about to beat the game. So I think what I'll do is I'll just do it after the sewer anyway. We have to go back to the Snowfield, do the Knights Cap Duo Estelle, the Sanguine Noble Invasion, then Moog, then the DLC, and then the final 3. So Snowfield won't be done until like the end of the run, basically. Or like near the end of the base game, which is going to be weird. But that'll also depend on the run, because sometimes I'll have to go to the DLC early to get a second weapon. I mean, it's not really early. It's, you know, I'm still going to be killing Moog through the Snowfield instead of through Vari's Quest. It just doesn't make sense to do Vari's Quest in this run, because I have to go to the Snowfield anyway. Hey, Whitesnake. How's it going? It's great when he does 3 of those, because then you can get right to him. Waking up at 5 a.m. is getting to you? I need to take a nap or something. Good try, Radahn. I'll see you later. Or he'll be much harder. Seems the solution would be, if waking up is getting to you, just never sleep. It's definitely a strategy. I don't know how well it would work, but it's an ideal. Hey, and then you could attempt to set a record. New world record for longest time being awake. Like that one guy who probably did severe brain damage to himself. Yeah, there's a guy recently, I don't know if... So, I mean, I'm sure some of you heard about it. I think there was a guy who... He did 2 things. He was trying to, like, not sleep for the longest time or something, and I don't remember how long he lasted, but I don't know if he even broke the record or came close to it. But they shut down his YouTube channel because he was streaming the whole thing. And then I think another one was, like, trying to go the longest time without blinking or something. Let me see, let's level up here. 701. 701. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna hold him. I don't know what's better. Hopefully I don't die. But yeah, it's definitely not a record anyone should strive for. The Russian sleep test folklore? What's that? Okay, that didn't even hit me. He was close, but there's a gap between the sword and I. Sword and me? Whatever, it doesn't matter. They drugged people with chemicals and didn't let them sleep and they turned into hollows. Okay, so the first half sounds real. The second half sounds like the beginning of a new Dark Souls. Oh, really? I would kill for a Red Bull in Roblox, of course. Yes, of course. I haven't had a Red Bull in so long. Okay. Liurnia. Nope. Yes. Didn't someone in China die because he was playing LoL nonstop? Possible. Alright, I'm gonna level up now. Let's see. 703. 703. But if I split them, still 703. Okay. That's too high. I'm dead. I missed the gap anyway, or the spot I needed to hit. I landed between two rocks somehow. I actually benefited because I didn't die. It might be too late. Oh, no, we're good. No big AoE for you. Good thing this one doesn't have like any health. You gonna shave your head tomorrow, White Snake? Yeah, that's how I am too. Like when I haven't grown my hair in like years, but when I had it like super long, it wasn't super long, but it was long. Like I think during COVID, I couldn't stand having long hair and just like sweating. It was just miserable at a certain point. So I'm like, I'm never doing this again. Drink. Where is the... Dude, I don't even know where I'm going. I'm like way off. There's literally a dirt road here. You haven't got haircut since COVID. Yeah, that's how I was too for a while. But I couldn't take the long hair. Didn't cut my hair, I just didn't shave. I looked like a homeless man or something. Stereotypical homeless guy. How are we doing in golden seeds? 1. Okay. It needs quite a bit more. Ow. We got a ship in Destiny 2 that looks like Echo 1. What is Echo 1? Need 8 more seeds. We'll get 5 over, or yeah, 5 in the outskirts, or near the outskirts. Would it be cool if we got the knife trap spell as well? Yeah, that would have been cool. Do we have anything like that? Any like mine type of thing in the game? I don't think so. Loretta, number 1. Ecto 1? Still don't know what that is. The Ghostbusters car? Oh, okay. Let's go to phase 2. If that was really red, I 100% would have died. Okay, Onyx Lord, and then we gotta start Ronnie's quest. And then we have Reliquaria Crystal Tunnel, a Knight's Cab, and the Magma Worm. Then we got Altus for quite a while. Of course. Two naked men fighting each other. Man, that's so quick. Not quick enough. So that's 79 bosses down. Many to go. It's just nice having like more challenge in the run though now. There's a lot of this stuff you just breeze through, and like the only challenge, like there's some challenging bosses in Altus, and like most of them are in the late game, but the early game doesn't have much. But now that we have the DLC, there's like another 40 bosses that, you know, are tougher. Different degrees of toughness, but still. I think everything in the DLC pretty much is tougher than like anything in the base game, at least like the early game. Oh, no, we're good. Maybe not Curseblade Labyrinth. Although he does hurt though. Just doesn't have a lot of health. Okay. Here. The only thing is we gotta take like 8 hours before we get to the DLC, so you know. It just takes a while to get there. Actually, it probably would be closer to 9 hours. And for maybe like 6 or 7 of those 9 hours, you're just going through stuff that dies super quickly. But the DLC is like 5 hours, which is crazy. I'd say between like 4 and 5 hours to do the whole thing. I think things are just like, they're just more spaced out in the DLC. There's some stuff that's close together, but you know, there's things that are like super far out, like Midra. Also got a ship that looks like the Normandy. I think No Man's Sky was doing a collab with BioWare, because they had the Normandy in No Man's Sky, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if Destiny did something similar or not. Well, you're saying it just looks like the Normandy. It isn't the Normandy. But maybe it is the Normandy. That arrow is lodged in my big toe. That's impressive. I also can't feel that great. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna fall. I almost did. I just slipped at the end there, but landed on the platform below. That was close. They did? Oh, okay. I have armor that makes my warlock look like Liara. I still gotta play Mass Effect 3. I never finished. I never started it, but I got through 1 and 2. I didn't own 3 though, so I never played it. But then I bought the Legendary Edition, I don't know, a while ago. Oh, I just haven't played it yet. Why did I do that? I don't want that. Unfortunate. Just missed out on nighttime. They also did a crossover with D&D and The Witcher. How does The Witcher crossover work? Or D&D for that matter? Like, you're talking about a space game with 2 fantasy games. How does that work? I always forget there's another golden seed down here. Because the only time I ever come this way is in New Game Plus. Well, pretty much. Sometimes I'll do it in New Game. I've done it in New Game maybe like a handful of times. The Witcher was just armor, cool looking medieval armor. D&D had an emote in which you can roll a d20. Okay, a ship that looks like a dragon. A ghost skin that makes you look like a beholder. That's pretty neat. Yeah, I think this is the one time in the base game, this tunnel right here. This is the one time where you go in a tunnel from one part of the map, come out of it the other part, or another part. Actually, Caelid, I guess you do too, but you come back to Limgrave, which is really that exciting. I guess the difference between what they did in the DLC and what they did in the base game is in the base game, there's more than one way to get to Altus. Or Caelid, or Limgrave rather, whatever. Well, you already started Limgrave, so that doesn't even count. But, like, the DLC, you have 2 places that you can only get through dungeons. Which I think is really cool. And it actually gave you a reason to do those dungeons. Other than just, like, some random piece of gear or something. Alright, bats, be nice. Good. They'll hit me a lot of times there and knock me off the ladder, and then it's just such a pain to try and get through them. Alright, another sacred tier. We're at +10. Cool.